This episode contains descriptions of sexual assault and sexual violence.
For anonymous, confidential help 24/7, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org.
Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bars, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy mad, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Parts.
Testacini Alfredo, my name is Diane. What do you make of the airplane's doors falling off mid-flight?
I like it.
I like it too. It brings a little je ne sais quoi to the passengers. It's not really, it's never been a fear of mine. And now, like, new fear unlocked.
Was
and
that
that's
emergency exit?
I think it was the emergency exit
wow,
door.
Why pay more, honestly?
Why
At this point,
pay
don't
more?
pay more anymore.
Like,
they should go back to making that the regular price.
Like,
My name is
even
Diane.
more space?
Oh.
No door.
Wow. Already in the test, and I feel like this should just be its own clip. Honestly,
Our own little clips of doodle dandy.
Because it's true. It's like, I mean, that's a one-liner right there, baby.
I mean, hey,
that's Alaska Air, whatever.
Alaska Air.
Oh
yeah,
wow!
And you know what?
Even
they
more
got
room.
a good whiff of that Alaska Air up in the sky.
I can't.
I'm a goofy.
It's kind of a rando flight too, Portland to LA. Or no, it wasn't. It was to Ontario.
Oh,
it wasn't even to LAX, bitch.
Ontario, California?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
weird.
can you imagine a randomer flight?
And
they were like, let's give it the most random plane we have.
Well, remember,
one that's not even working.
There was that Boeing documentary that came out on Netflix a few years ago about how like a different Boeing airplane kept crashing into the ground.
Bring me more crashing into the ground stories. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
It's like,
but no, did anyone die?
No.
No.
You mean, did anybody get sucked into the Alaska Air? I don't think so.
It's sort of like
I don't know. Yeah. The Alaskan Air, I think, was kind that night.
It was a kind night.
If I were a stewardess,
yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'll check when we're checking the test to see if anyone died, but I think we would have known.
Yeah, I think they just I think it was just emergency landing.
If it were me,
yeah.
First thought, I'd be like, we got to tape a bag to this thing.
Oh, for sure.
And whether or not that would do anything, kind of hilarious.
I would just be so tempted to like throw something out. I like know that's fucked up and like you shouldn't do that, but
they would probably absolutely arrest you.
I'd just be like, I'm gonna throw out a penny and see what happens.
Like arrested.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Well, the thing is, like,
on arrival,
how bad is a penny when an entire airplane door is flying through the sky?
I mean, that would be what's worse, that or like literal piss and shit that's been like evaporated. Like, what do they? Maybe I'll put this in the Slimer. This will be something fun because this is what we all think about, right? How do they make the piss and shit do that? So it's not actual piss and shit when it rains down on you.
They suck it.
They suck it out, but what does it turn into? I don't understand.
They just probably suck it out into the sewer system at the airport.
Are you sure?
No, I have no fucking idea.
Okay, well, I gotta know. I gotta fucking
Julia's
know.
Got to know where her piss goes because
I really thought it like turned into air.
When it comes to airplane piss, Julia's makes up 55% of the world's.
Are you really just gonna carry around all that shit?
Yeah, it's just for one flight. One flight's worth of shit.
Just for one flight. I really thought we had some kind of like amazing system. Sorry, I'm just trying to like mute fucking alerts. There we go. That took 6 years. Yeah, I really thought we had a fandangled system that would vaporize our piss, but I guess we just take piss home with us.
Yeah, we're just traveling around with it.
I'm still going to Google it, but I really want to know. Was it Andy Cohen? That had he was on like the flight to like Nice or something.
The diarrhea flight?
The diarrhea flight had to come all the way home because the toilet was ruined and they wouldn't be able to fix it in France.
Oh, wow.
So that's why they decided to go all the way back.
Every single toilet on the flight was broken?
I think maybe only one.
You'd be in hell.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I don't understand, but like that was why my Ireland flight had to go back that one time because they were like, we're not going to fix this in Ireland because we don't have the capability to do it. So we'd have to bring this back to the good old country that we are from. I'm sorry to inconvenience the whole world.
I hate that.
And then they hand you over like a box of Skittles and you're like,
I hate airplanes.
It's not my favorite way
It's
to
not
travel.
my fucking favorite. It's not my fucking favorite.
If I could walk there, I would.
I mean, if I could
hell, I
bullet
can't.
train.
Oh, that would be
Elon?
nice. They should really, hey Elon, since you're so irrelevant now.
I think they're doing a train from LA to. We talked about the train from LA to Vegas.
Yeah,
Everyone can't wait to go to Vegas.
I don't need it.
I don't need
At
it.
that point, I'd honestly rather risk it in a plane. If we're already going to Vegas.
I'd rather die in the air.
Oh, you ever been? I remember the Vegas airport when it still had smoking rooms. Yum yum.
Oh, Throwback Thursday.
It was nice because you could stop in there and have a cigarello.
Throwback Thursday?
Throwback Thursday.
Bring it back?
Oh, should we? Oh, so annoying.
No, we shouldn't. Okay.
It's kind of painful to think about almost, but
I know.
Let's try
Did
it
we
one
really
time.
do it every Thursday?
Oh, and it's funny because we drop on Thursdays.
We drop on Thursdays.
Maybe.
We are not going to post twice on a Thursday.
But
Get
did we
real.
really do it every Thursday? Social media managers love to do it.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
hey.
sure there's someone that still does it.
I don't think so.
There are,
I work in social media,
have to
and
check
if
the
somebody
tag.
pitched a Throwback Thursday thing, I'd say,
fired.
eat your own asshole instead. My name is Diane.
How about try that?
Yeah. Okay, let's see how this is. Eat your own asshole Thursdays.
I feel great. I feel like perfect.
Anyway, did you look up if anyone died? Yeah, I don't. Oh,
You're just like, one guy got sucked out, but he didn't have any friends or family, so we don't know. So, oops. We don't care.
okay, so there was a plane in Japan that burst into the flames on the runway.
That's fun.
And it says hundreds survive. That's such a weird headline. Does that mean less than 100 died?
But I think 5 died on that one. That was a
all
different
379 passengers and crew on board were evacuated, but 5 of the 6 crew on the Coast Guard plane died
one. Well, fuck
after
me
a
up.
Japan Airlines flight bursted into flames.
And it's
Oh,
not good.
It's bad.
And it's bad.
And it's bad.
Wow, could
Was
someone
this a
make
Boeing
and
as well?
Bad one? Yeah, was it a Boeing? Email Diane because she has stock in Boeing.
She
And
has
she
so much
wants to
stock
know
in
if she should
Boeing.
buy stock in Max or sell it.
I can't find whether it was a Boeing. Damn, that flight's on fire though.
How are they going to recoup from that?
The captain of a Boeing 787 jet died mid-air after becoming unwell.
I'm sorry. Wait, when was that?
This was in August.
Oh, that sounds not good.
Wow.
Who died
This is
after
what
becoming
happens when you
unwell?
search Boeing airplane dead.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, I don't think anyone died on the door flight.
Well, the door flight, honestly, when it comes to like airline disasters, one of the better ones.
Oh yeah, I would love it.
I remember
Yep.
one time, I think it was an Air France flight that
bonjour.
skidded off the runway onto the 401 in Toronto.
And you were on it?
No, my
Oh.
mom was. And she, I don't remember. It was like really right at the same time, but a lot of people stopped to stare at it. And she was like, oh, fuck this. Everyone's stopping. She just went right around everybody, had no idea what was happening. And just zoom. And we're
And
like,
didn't even notice the airplane
no, didn't even notice
on
that.
the fucking freeway?
No, I think it was kind of like behind her. So I don't even know. I don't really understand how it worked. But no one on that flight died at all. I don't think there were any injuries either.
See, it's like for me, obviously dying would be really bad, but it must just be so chaotic in the moment. Like that door flies off, everyone must be losing their minds. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like the guy, do you think the person that was sitting there was just like, this is okay?
Okay,
I
well,
don't mind this.
I saw something that like the 2 people that were supposed to be in that emergency exit row just happened to miss their flight that day.
Oh.
Eh?
That's what I was also wondering because there was only one person.
And apparently what I learned through this,
Sorry, huge crackle.
it's okay, was about something called the burnt toast theory. Your face.
I'm so interested.
The intrigue, which is that like a minor inconvenience, like burning your toast and having to remake it, can change the path of your life to narrowly avoid a disaster.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder all the ones that it really makes you think, doesn't it?
It really makes you think about 9/11, doesn't it?
It really makes you think of Mark Wahlberg
It really makes you
all
think
the
about
time.
I call it the Mark Wahlberg theory.
Me too. If he were there, things would have been different.
So true. My name is Julia Davidovich, and if I were on the plane on 9/11, I would have put plastic right over the Twin Towers.
Wow. And my name is Zoe Clar. And if I were at Ground Zero that day, I would have been like, hey, can you stop that?
Yeah.
Can you quit it?
I'd be
hey,
like,
cut that out.
I'd be like, hey, excuse me, let's not. Let's not.
I'm trying to get to work here.
Yeah, like work is more important than your terrorist attack. I'm
Jeez.
sorry. Don't cancel us. All right, well, who's your bad boy on the block this week?
Well, now it's my fucking plant dying.
Oh, womp womp.
I mean,
Badonka-donk to your plant.
Maybe I won't put a picture of it in the Slimer because it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Kind of a carcass, but I was rooting for it, and now it's dead, and now I have to kill myself.
It might
Just
come
kidding.
back.
Really? She's an optimist, I guess. For the first time in her life, she's an optimist.
This is a new thing I'm doing is
Optimist?
optimism.
What did I say? Optimist?
Yeah.
I don't even think I know how to say it.
No, I think you said it right.
Okay. Maybe that's the first time I've ever said the word.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been one of those weeks where like everything is bad, so nothing is particularly
Women,
bad.
would you please like me?
Yeah, and
So
like
true.
apparently everyone hates their life. Everyone does really hate their life in January, though, especially.
Yeah.
We forget that on the West Coast,
Mhm.
we hate our lives a little bit less.
Yeah, because it's not as cold. But here's the thing, though. It's like, because we don't have seasons, boink-a-doink doink, like everything sort of blends together. So sometimes you're like, wow, what a difference between 2023 and 2024.
If you told me it was Christmas this week, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
know.
knew
I'm
that.
like, is it November? Is it October? Like, I have no sense of time. But it's January, which is wild.
I don't fucking know what day it is.
Waste of a
What day
month.
is it? Yeah, no, you're right.
It's the 7th because yesterday was the 6th.
Well, I hate that already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan.
I know. And January 6th.
One of my favorite days.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. What's your deal, Fran? Fran's just really
I know. I
chilling
thought he
today.
might. I thought it was like he was gearing up to vom.
I mean, he's really in that stance, but then he just really did I'd rather lick my own ass
Yeah, he
and
needs
stomach.
foot.
He's a foot boy.
Foot.
Foot boy
My
today.
bad boy on the block.
Tell us about it.
Ugh.
She's so annoyed.
It was really annoying. So
Do
Christmas
I know about
tree
it?
related. No.
News
Today
to
I was like, it's
There's
time to take
sap
this.
all over your floor.
No.
Oh,
I was like, it's time to take this Christmas tree down. I
It
removed
is.
all the ornaments. It was not a problem. Then came the lights. Shit was so fucking tangled. It took me such a long time to find the end, the lighty end. And once I
the
did,
lighty end.
the
Oh,
lighty
wow.
end.
Oh god, I know the one. I know the one.
because when you wrap it, you can't wrap from the plug end. Also, like, I fucked up when I was doing the tree, and it kind of just became a hodgepodge of me like wrapping up and then wrapping down and then wrapping all over the place, and that really caused a bit of a tangle when I was trying to undo it. And it probably took me like half an hour, and that's why I was late today.
Oh my god, that's why you were late?
Yeah.
Well, and Zoe's never late, and I was like, maybe she has diarrhea.
No, it was a bit of a diarrhea of the tree.
The diarrhea of the tree. I remember, I mean, god, we never really...
Excuse me.
My his exposure to lights as far as trees is concerned, because we
Mhm.
never did lights on our trees growing. We had a very small little boopity
Yeah.
and never lights.
I feel like lights are the nicest part.
They're the nice part, but George
Yeah.
was like very against lights. I don't know, man.
It's a bit of a fire hazard.
I mean, I guess I feel like it's more of like a paying money hazard. But
Oh, sure.
even if it is pennies,
It's
George
not
cannot
much.
have that.
They don't take much electricity to power those bad boys.
They're literally the smallest lights ever.
Yeah, they're not. They're bare. It's not even a drop in the bucky.
But when I was doing lights for like malls and shit, we would, you'd do at least 6, I think, per tree, like
Oh.
6 strands per tree,
Mm-hmm.
of 200 light strands,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd plug them all in to each other,
Yeah.
so you'd have them raring to go and just go plug in, plug in, plug in,
Yeah.
plug, 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 plug. And then when you take them out, they're all in one line, baby.
That's nice.
And you just wrap them around your own hand. But there's nothing worse than taking down fucking lights.
It sucks.
I gotta say.
It sucks. I had such a bad time, and I was so mad, and I kept being like,
miserable thing.
ugh. And the tree was so dried out. It was just like floinking all over the place, and I was just like,
Christian is disgusting and hard.
it's so hard to be a Christian. Like, you have to deal with dry trees once a year.
Dry trees. I
Can
had
you
no
imagine?
idea I had to water those fuckers
Oh yeah, you
until
do.
I had one for the first time, and I was like, oh wait, what?
My mom always put seltzer in ours.
Oh yum.
Keeping it Jewish.
Why did you do seltzer?
I don't know. I think she was like, they like
Crispy.
it better.
Oh,
And I'm like, do they?
that's so weird.
Email Diane if Christmas trees like seltzer.
Families are so weird.
Because she really made it seem like that was real.
She gives hers white wine, honestly.
Oh, Diane?
Diane does.
Oh.
It's like one for me, one for the tree.
A tart shard.
A tart shard. And you know what? The tree does like it.
Oh, she's getting litty with that tree.
It's weird, but
you know, and when she runs out of Chardonnay, a little Pinot Noir never hurt nobody. My name is Diane.
Yeah, and it's like, what's that?
I mean, that would be
really good one with the cute name, Cupcake.
Oh,
she loves Cupcake.
She loves Cupcake brand.
She cracks open a
twist
screw
off.
top.
Yep. Oh yeah, she'll
Cupcake,
screw that top off any day of the week.
It's like she says it's because she has arthritis. Look at this pilgrimage going to the mountain now. This is what I see all day.
Yeah, they're really going on a hike about.
Oh, bad boy on the loose though.
Okay.
Earthquake.
I didn't feel it at
Two
all.
in the last 2 weeks.
I know, but I never feel them. So
I didn't
did they
feel
even
it
happen?
either. So do you think you would have felt it in Echo Park? Probably.
I don't know. Jerry said he felt it.
Really?
And I'm like, no, you
I
didn't.
didn't feel shit. Those two felt shit. He didn't feel shit.
Jerry said he felt it. He was like, I thought it was a truck on the street. And I'm like,
You just want to be part of the fucking
I know. And
team
I would
of people that felt it.
I'd also like to be part of the team who felt it, but
yeah, I
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
do.
lie.
I'm kind of jealous I didn't feel it now. I'm like, oh, it's not that I'm acclimated. It's just that I feel like, I don't know, do we not get the shakes here? I mean, that's fine. I'm fine with not getting the shakes, but also I would like to feel a shake once in a while.
as long as it's minor.
I just want to be part of the fucking
The one time I did feel it, I
feel
really
disconnected when I don't feel it.
When I felt it, I was like,
jump into
wow.
traffic.
I was like, wow, I'm one of you.
There's something about it.
There's something about
It's
it.
rude when you can't feel it, kind of. But
It's so fucked
it's
up.
like I don't want to. It's not that I'm scared by it. I'm perfect.
No, I'm a little horny by it.
I'm a little horny by it. It makes me feel like I could survive. No, I won't even say that.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, well, I only found one update, tragically.
One update.
And it's about that American Idol producer that we talked about
You were going to
last
say American Airlines.
week. No.
Another window. popped
But
out.
that producer, Nigel Lithgow,
is dead. Just kidding.
I wish, he stepped down following Paul Abdul's claims.
I guess
That's
good
the
job.
only update.
Thanks for doing that. Maybe. I mean, least you could do.
I know. Mensch of the Year award to Nigel Lithgow for stepping down.
What a cool guy.
I know. Nigel as a name? Hideous.
Nigel's name not good. Not good for.
Did you
even
have
a
the
pet.
wild thornberries?
Yes.
Nigel.
That is him. That is one of those shows, though, that's on the cusp for us, where it's like, I was aware of it, never watched it, really.
Yeah.
But it was definitely ripe for your age.
It was. It was.
That was
I
a
watched it.
Nickelodeon bitch?
I think it was. I watched it. She could talk to animals, and it was totally cool. But
That's
it was
what it was.
I could talk to animals, and it's really cool, but totally secret.
It was like...
That was in the theme song. And then they adopted the little boy named Donnie, who was sort of like...
You know all about this.
Have you ever seen the show?
I mean, I'm just aware of it. I didn't really watch it. I don't think it was my age group.
Donnie was essentially... He was very caveman coded. He was like...
I do remember.
Yeah, he was probably supposed to be 4 years old or something. But I'm like, what, is this problematic?
Huh. Because of the caveman thing?
Yeah, it's a little it's sort of unclear. It's like they found him in the woods or something.
I do remember that. And it was like, oh, he's a little wild boy.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, so wait. What are the governing laws on having a wild boy in your family? Because we didn't really
What are the governing laws on stealing a child from the forest?
Did you go to a I don't know, some kind of government building and be like, hey, we found this kid in the forest. Does he belong to anybody?
I don't know.
Parent
He was
of
really
sorts?
always getting into trouble. And then her older sister was so hot.
Oh, wow.
And
Zoe,
that's...
I want to put the older sister in the summer
yeah.
because Zoe was attracted to her, I guess.
I mean,
for a cartoon, she was hot, I guess.
She was hot. She sort of had a Julia Stiles in 10 Things I Hate About You thing going on.
Wow, very interesting.
If you
We'll
know,
put
you
us
know.
side by side.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually,
very interesting vibe.
Do a side by side. And the people who know are going to be like, wow, what an astute observation.
Wow, Zoe's right. And she's always been right.
Anyway, Wild Thornberries.
That's
Wasn't
so
my favorite
random.
show, but it was definitely a show. All right. So this week we're doing a sort of Jeffrey Epstein list download episode.
Oh, yeah. Click to download.
Click to download.
Download this episode.
So
of
before...
Jeffrey's plane.
Quick disclaimer-rama.
Jeffrey's log. Just kidding.
It's Jeffrey's log, but it's also just all of the names that... I don't think it's exclusively his plain log.
Sure.
It's basically from all of the depositions, from all of the court documents that have been obtained throughout Ghislaine's situation and his own. These are just court documents that have been released. Like, it's not necessarily logs. It's not necessarily people who even knew Jeffrey Epstein. It could just be people who were like tangentially in his circle, or some of them are like, it seems like some names have not been released, and a lot of them are victims, and possibly other perpetrators have not been released on this list, which isn't surprising.
Well, there is more to come.
Yeah, there's going to be more to come. And the reason the judge was like, we can release this, was because a lot of the information is already out there. That being said, there were definitely some interesting tidbits on this list.
I mean, can we just say, what the fuck was
Stephen
that?
Hawking.
Oh, I feel like, is that not, that's a whole thing. Wow, the internet really fucking loved that.
I mean, how could you not?
But like, also,
We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into it. But like, no, what was that? Fuck, now I forget. Sorry, go on. Forget I ever said that.
Okay, so the list has many of Epstein's accusers and alleged victims, as well as people who were only tangential connections to Epstein.
Oh,
like,
I remember what it was. Baby
Okay.
Island.
Baby Island?
Did you know he wanted a baby island?
What?
He wanted to make an island of him and his children.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
How many children does he have?
I don't think he has any children.
I
but
didn't think he did either.
There were rumors that he wanted to create like a perfect island of like
His offspring?
Yeah, like I don't even know. This was in that
That's so
Vox
fucking
article.
Weird. Oh.
Weird.
So the reason why big stars like Cameron Diaz and Leonardo DiCaprio and Bruce Willis were in the list was because one of Epstein's victims, whose name is Joanna Sjoberg, Schoberg? How do you...
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce that. But she
Sorry.
claimed in a deposition that Jeffrey Epstein had bragged about knowing stars like Leonardo DiCaprio and Cameron Diaz. And so that was sort of why their names were brought up. They weren't on flight logs or anything like that. They were just people he bragged about knowing.
That's so embarrassing.
Remains to
already.
be seen.
I mean, it's like, first of all, if you're someone who's like Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah.
not all perverts, but like at least this pervert,
Yeah.
from what I understand, no one really knows how he made his money.
Yeah.
But they really do think that part of this whole island angle was to literally blackmail people and like blackmail actual celebrities and people of power, people in power and people with money, so he could either extort, and that these are all still theories or whatever,
Yeah.
because people still don't understand how he made his money.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is totally possible that he just has a whole bunch of people on here just for half of that reason.
Yeah.
Just because he has connections to rich people, and he is the kind of person who would just name drop for no reason.
Basically, what we're saying is not everyone on this list is a pervert.
Not everyone on the list
But
is
it's
a
still
pervert. He
interesting.
loves to name drop.
I
And he
will
loves
say
to name drop
one-
for many reasons.
One person who is a pervert that was on the list, David Copperfield.
Oh yeah,
So
big time.
he allegedly
Oh, and former bad boy. Go listen to that episode if you can.
he allegedly had dinner with Jeffrey Epstein and his victims and did magic tricks for them. And I was like, I'm going to do a quick Google of David Copperfield. And just as a refresher, in case you didn't know, Brittany Lewis, who was a 17-year-old model, says that David Copperfield drugged and sexually assaulted her in 1988. He obviously denied the charges, etc. But now, I don't know if that's related to the Jeffrey Epstein thing. Probably not. But he did sort of lurk around young models, David Copperfield did. So that's a shared interest he had with Jeffrey.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird when you see some pervs on the list where you're just like, okay, well, that makes sense.
I know, like
But-
Kevin Spacey was on the list. Michael Jackson was
Yeah.
on the list. And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay.
And then you're like, okay, well, also, so is Hillary. And you're like, I mean, I don't think Hillary
Right, was
into
Hillary
diddling
just
kids.
vacationing with Bill
Maybe.
to the island? Bill
Maybe-
Clinton was on the list dozens of times. He was
It's
he was
so
mentioned in the
weird.
documents. I mean, dozens of times.
And yeah, mentioned and like open secret that like he liked younger women.
Yeah.
And by women we mean girls.
By women we mean girls, and by dozens of times we mean like, come on, Bill, we know. And he's like,
It's like when your
yes,
parents
I
are like-
associated with Jeffrey Epstein, but I had no idea he was the world's worst pervert. Come on, Bill, you fucking knew.
I know. It's like when parents are just like, ugh, I never liked the Clintons anyway. And you're
Yeah.
like, Okay, so you just all knew that he was kind of a pervert and like always knew that he was a bad man and just like voted for him because he was a Democrat.
Yeah.
For this, like, God damn it, people have been doing this for way too fucking long.
I know.
Just letting people pass for no fucking
Robert
reason.
F. Kennedy Jr. was also in the documents, and he.
Nice.
Have you been keeping up with his conspiracy, Connie's?
Not really. Wait, what's his?
So
conspiracy? I don't know about presidents. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm
All
such
is forgiven.
a loser. I only know prime minister losers.
And he is like was threatening to run as a Democrat, even though he's like decidedly Republican. Also, he was married.
Fuckers.
He was married to Cheryl Hines from
Oh
Curb Your
no,
Enthusiasm.
I do know all about these fuckers.
He's the nephew of JFK.
That's who it is. Okay. Yeah, no, I know about this little controversy. Wait, what's the latest? Are they still married?
No. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. They're still married. That's
there was like
so whack.
they had some like faux pas during COVID, and I forget what it was, but oh wait, here's part of the faux pas.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like totally denying COVID?
He was a bit of a COVID denier. He also was like, Jews are immune.
Oh, nice. I like that.
And he has like some classic like
That's like one of the better rumors, I guess.
vaccines cause autism, classic. COVID targets certain races and gives others immunity. Mass shootings are linked to prescription drugs like Prozac.
I mean, we all know that. Just kidding.
So, I mean,
it's just weird.
Anyway, he was in the documents because again, who can say why?
Why are some
Really,
people...
like, no new allegations came to light, but we need to talk about Stephen Hawking. So, Stephen Hawking had previously visited Epstein's island. Stephen went to Epstein's island in 2006 as part of a conference funded by Epstein. And there are pictures of him there.
That's unfortunate.
Which we'll put in Slimer.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
You don't want to?
What do they look like?
It's just them eating around a table.
Okay, fine.
We don't have to. Whatever. You can Google it your damn self.
Yikes.
But Jeffrey
it's
Epstein.
so yikes. I mean, like, of all the people, though, people are really honing in on Stephen Hawking. And it's just like, okay, but there's so many people on the list. But why is Stephen Hawking so sus?
He's sus. So
why is the sus one so sus?
Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's accusers, the one who speared Prince Andrew, obviously for good reason. The one who Prince Andrew assaulted when she was 17, made an allegation that Stephen Hawking had engaged in an underage orgy, sort of hosted by Jeffrey Epstein. And I guess Jeffrey told Ghislaine that she should offer a financial reward to the friends of Virginia Giuffre if they could prove her allegation about the orgy was false. So that's why that was in the documents.
Wow, that's fucking grotesque.
So it was basically saying, like, you know.
Wow, too many people, I guess, are looking at this list because it will not load for me. Hot list, I guess. But Jesus Christ, is there no limit?
Other people on the list. Trump was on the list.
Yeah, okay.
Trump was on the list.
Trump was on the list?
Oh, Alan Dershadoodle Ding Dong was for sure on the list. But he was like...
That was kind of a surprise, but like also not a surprise, but also
no,
like...
I think we knew that.
But do we think he's a perv?
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a perv because like, Virginia Giuffre, like, I think made an allegation against him and then like recanted it.
I really don't remember.
And he
represented
Jeff.
Oh yeah, that's a huge Connect show.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no way he didn't know what goes on there.
Of course he knew.
What was it called again? Jeffrey's Island? This is a huge brag.
Little St. James.
Okay, just sounds weird. Huge brag from me. But my top reviewed letterboxed review is for his documentary, and it's just it's just the egg emoji because his penis looks like an egg.
Oh right.
And it's like, I'm still very confused how your penis can look like an egg. Still years later, I'm just like, I'm kind of like, I don't want to see it, but I'm also
not
like,
my penis.
how?
Oh right. Alan Dershowitz also, after this thing came out, he like posted something about Hamas.
Okay.
let me find this. The one point I do want to make is that I understand all the feminist groups and radicals who think this is the worst thing in the world. That anybody ever
Wait,
had...
he said this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That anybody ever had any contact with Jeffrey Epstein. Where are all those radical feminists when it comes to the Hamas rapes of young Jewish girls, sexual abuse, and beheadings?
You know what, Dersh? Just shut the fuck up for 1 minute.
I know. Like, Dersh
I know
was
you're a
friends
lawyer,
with Jeffrey Epstein.
but
He was
shut
also
up.
his lawyer. Like, of course, he was going to be on the plane.
He's incapable of not talking, unfortunately, but just
He
try.
helped do the, 2008 plea deal that granted Epstein freedom, basically, like, jail light after the sex crime prosecution. But, yeah, Virginia Giuffre claimed multiple times in filings that... she was recruited by Ghislaine to have sex with Alan Dershowitz, Prince Andrew, and others. The Dersh denied the allegations, and then they sued each other for defamation.
That is so weird.
So he's a fucking freak.
He's a fucking little freak.
I dislike Dershowitz with a pash. And I don't know why you're bringing up Hamas right now.
I mean, it's just so classic for him to... I mean, he's deflecting, obviously.
Okay, this is from The Independent. The newly released documents contained allegations that Mr. Dershowitz forced a minor girl to have sex with him on several occasions. The filings by attorneys for Jane Doe No. 1 and No. 2, in which Dershowitz is named a total of 137 times, also allege that he witnessed other girls being abused.
Wow,
So
perfect person.
that's the Dersh for you. Unsurprising news.
Well, he's like... When he eventually goes to jail... Wait, did he go to jail?
No.
I forget. No, okay. I forget. I honestly forget. Because he would be decaying by now. And I haven't seen any, Dersh decay photos.
Is he on? I don't think he's on death watch.
I really don't
he
think
could
so.
Definitely...
If he ever goes to jail, though, he will be on either kill yourself watch.
Yeah.
There's no way he's ever going to go to jail. I really think he's going to kill himself before then.
Yeah.
B, I do think that his crimes will eventually eat him from the inside out, and he'll start looking really bad.
But
That
he
happens,
could
though.
live as long as what's-his-face, that fucking old fucking war criminal who just died.
Why does that
Kissinger.
happen? It's so weird.
He could be
I
a
guess it's because
Kissinger.
they're rich.
Other people on the list, George Lucas,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
are on the docs.
Yikesy!
But, again, we don't know. Is that
It's
just
like we don't know, but I'm
is
also
that just
glad
him?
not to be a Star Wars fan. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Look,
It's like, listen, you made... Oh, wait, maybe he did... Wait, is George Lucas... Is he the sole person who created Baby Yoda?
oh, I don't know if he Baby Yoda.
Because if people can't enjoy Baby Yoda anymore, that's kind of funny. That's literally hilarious.
I mean, the thing is, Baby Yoda adults are really Disney adults rising.
Yeah, but you know what? That is Disney now.
You're right.
So,
Wow.
and you know how I know that?
Because
I've gone to the Orlando Disney store
Okay,
in the
huge brag on
airport.
the block.
It's really, really, really expensive.
Expensive
and
then
expensive.
Bill Richardson, who is the former governor of New Mexico, and then there was a senator also who were hardcore. They were actually on the island, but I think that was already known. Chris Tucker, the comedian.
Oh, classic.
Did
That's
you
so
keep up
random,
with any
though.
of the Cat Williams drama?
No, I actually didn't. So what's happening with Cat Williams?
So Cat Williams went on a podcast, YouTube show, and basically just went ham. He
Damn.
spilled the beans on everybody and mentioned Chris Tucker and was he's on some Epstein shit. He mentioned it, and then a few days later, because I guess they asked would you do another Rush Hour movie, and he was with Chris Tucker from years ago, yeah, but now that he's on his Epstein shit, no.
Oh, yeah, because people are just I didn't get to see, I don't know why I didn't get to see any of it, but people were just yeah, I mean, I've always liked Cat Williams. I'm oh, so he did something great.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
other things that they talked about, they were they talked about not cancel culture necessarily, but how he basically was yeah, it's not a bad thing that language changes, and that
oh my god,
it's
I was
how is
just
this
having this
revolutionary?
conversation.
That,
but no, you're not. You're right.
Things that
but
you could
it's
say the R word or whatever were maybe acceptable in comedy in the 90s. Now you can't say that, and it is what it is. What's the big deal?
Oh, what is the big deal? I mean,
What's the big deal?
It is so hard for people to wrap their mind about it. I mean, it's just, it's your relative at Christmas being like, I just don't know what to call them anymore. And you're like,
ugh, it's like, then don't call them. Then maybe don't call them at all.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So I'm looking through this list. A lot of them are, as I said, people who have already been publicly, like, some of them are victims of Epstein that are in these documents that have been publicly named already. Like the sisters, Annie Farmer and Maria Farmer, who they were featured in that documentary, I think, pretty heavily. And then there's also like detectives and investigators and people like that were looking into him that are also mentioned. So it's a plethora.
I mean, weird thing to say maybe because it's such an understatement, but it's like it is so hard to believe that Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell literally existed and just did this kind of shit, fully knowing, fully giggling with each other, fully loving the fact that they were providing young girls for people, and it's disgusting.
It is.
It's so wild to know. Like, I mean, of course, we don't know who is who on the list, but like, is I almost said Lopez. Is George Lopez a pervert? No, because he wasn't on this. We don't know, actually. But George Lucas, maybe.
George Lucas, maybe.
Chewbacca a pervert? We don't know.
Yeah, so I'm just looking through this Cat Williams thing. He basically talked about a bunch of different...
I hope Chewbacca's canceled. Just kidding.
He talked about a bunch of... Chewbacca? Chewbacca was in the docs. He basically went in on a bunch of comedians, accused a bunch of people of stealing jokes and being hacks, and called Kevin Hart an industry plant. And
Industry plant? I kind of like... I mean, I'm loving the Cat Williams goss, but like also... Can more celebrities do this? Like,
Agreed.
what have you got to lose?
Yeah, he basically like accused a bunch of people of like not writing their own jokes and stuff like that.
I
but
love
the Chris
that shit.
Tucker thing was particularly interesting to me. It's like a 2-hour and 45-minute interview. It's wild.
I know that like Twitter poisoned my brain into like definitely like, I mean, it poisoned my brain, but it also like, see, isn't he cute?
Yeah.
Sorry, she doesn't care.
I
Friend's
mean,
being
I
really
think
cute
he's
today.
cute, but I was just looking at
I mean, okay, whatever. Oh, let me get a picture of you guys.
Yeah,
You're
get a picture of
looking
me and him.
really cute. Best friends.
Okay, perfect. That's all I have on Jeffrey Epstein's cute little document drop.
Wow, I hope the nuggets keep coming.
Update, did he kill himself or not?
Oh, I think he killed himself.
Okay.
Yeah, we think he was killed?
So I talked about this with an individual last night.
Okay.
Why not? It's always nice when Jeffrey's back in the news and you can just have these conversations again for the 12th time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he basically said, like, I think he did kill himself because he didn't want to go back to jail.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I really think you probably could if you were left to your own devices. And I mean, and it is so, it's lovely to think that someone snuck in or was let in because, like, I don't know, some guard was like, yeah,
Sleeping
I really hate this guy. I'm going to
Yeah.
let someone come in and fucking kill him.
Yeah.
It's like, truth is, the prison guard doesn't give a shit.
No.
Doesn't even know who Jeffrey Epstein is. Doesn't even know what the fuck is. I mean, maybe he knows who
They
Jeffrey
probably
Epstein
know,
is.
like, this is a high-profile situation. And no, he knows who Jeffrey Epstein is.
But do you think he like listens to the pods? Like, do you think
he listens to Bad Boy Pod?
Yeah. Do you think he listens? Do you think the prison guard listens to Bad Boy Pod? We're gonna put that in the slimer.
Yeah. If prison
Actually.
guard is listening right now, what exactly happened in the cell?
What happened?
No,
Tell us about it.
I fluctuate a little bit. Like, sometimes I'm like, there's no
we
way.
think about this often, and I fluctuate a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, there's no way. Like, he's such a fucking narcissist, and he probably didn't think he was going to get in trouble or go to jail. And, like, of course he wouldn't have killed himself because he believed that he was going to get let off like he did in Florida. But then the other part of me is like, but maybe he knew TikTok time is up, and, he had to take matters into his own hands.
I mean, I really do think he killed himself. And across the street house update, by the way.
Oh, did it sell?
I'm wondering. I keep forgetting to like check the actual. Okay, I'm checking the address.
Looks like it's off the market.
Really? Did it sell though?
Nope. It's off the market, but it did not sell. That's the update.
Wow.
So they took it off the market. Ooh. So they're probably going to relist it when the market's not a nightmare.
I want you to get excited about your life.
Have fun paying the fucking mansion tax. Couldn't get your fucking mansion sold
That probably
in time.
is it.
That's exactly what it was. That's the only reason they tried to sell it. Well, the thing is, that thing, I think they bought it for probably about $5 million or $4 million, I think, originally. Is that what a
They
few
bought
years
it.
ago?
They bought it.
And they put a few million into it. And then they spent a few million on fucking disgusting...
They bought it in 2017 for 3.1.
They were trying to get 10.
I know, stupid idiots.
So also...
but yeah,
and
you're
it comes
right.
with all the crap inside.
It's definitely the mansion tax problem.
Well,
and also interest rates are really high right now. So maybe they'll like relist it when the interest rates go down. But yeah, they fucked that.
I mean, when the fuck is that ever going to happen?
I don't know. Well, okay, here's the thing. We can shut the door on Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Jeffrey, but he would love this talk, honestly. If he were alive,
Angel.
and he is not an angel, he would have loved this shit. Do you think he is a wealthy man?
You must check.
Oh,
I
jeez.
don't think Mark McGrath was on the island.
No.
No, he was too busy doing Spring Break, MTV
Yeah.
Spring Break.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Sure he was doing that. He was really, really, really occupied. I'll also put the Moroccan house across the street, the tour that we did ourselves.
Oh.
In the Slimer.
Okay, yeah, why not?
What was I
Recirculate that
doing
bitch.
again?
All right, well, who's your good boy?
Oh, my smoothie.
Oh, yeah, your smoothie.
Oh, it's ruined. Just kidding.
Yeah, he really spoiled it. Well, what was in the smoothie?
I did the copycat of the smoothie I think I did last week. I don't know. But did I talk about it last week?
Yeah, you did. You talked about it was like dates.
Yeah, it was kind of
and
an accidental have, and I was like, oh wait, this is really, really tasty.
dates
It
are
is.
good.
I'll list off what it has so everybody can
Everyone
steal this,
make the smoothie at home.
and then the smoothie place can run itself into the ground with its $9.99 smoothies.
Agreed.
Just kidding. Someone's buying them. Honestly, it's very busy there. I'm looking for my own text because I texted myself so sneakily in the place. So it's banana kale. Sorry, that's 2 words. Banana, kale.
Banana
walnut.
kale could be a type of kale.
Banana kale. Banana, kale, walnuts, dates, coconut water, cinnamon,
Oh.
almond milk.
Oh.
That's it. Frozen banana, though.
You could do coconut milk instead of coconut
Oh.
water and almond milk.
You're right.
That would really bump up the coconut flavor.
Yeah.
if you're interested.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
I love adding coconut milk to a smoothie.
Oh, shit. I might do that.
My name
Get
is
Martha
Martha Diane Stewart.
Martha Diane Stewart, and I love coconut milk. I'm addicted to it.
I don't like, I do like coconut milk. I don't like coconut water.
I wouldn't drink it on its own.
Jizz Central Station.
I have only... That should be the title of this episode.
No, we're gonna get
maybe not.
We're gonna get whatever.
No.
We can't be
Please, actually.
demonetized because we don't make any money, but we could be deplatformed. My name is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, please don't jizz all over us. What was I saying?
Speaking of egg-shaped penis,
Oh yeah,
he looks like an egg-shaped penis.
I feel like he has. He looks like him, but his penis is actually 2 eggs.
Yeah.
And side by side, not even like
it's
on top
actually
of each
2
other.
eggs sunny side up.
Horrifying. Would you rather
Yep. Hit me with it.
suck Joe Rogan's egg dick?
Yep.
Sunny side up dick.
Yeah.
Or date Jeffrey Epstein's actual son that we didn't know that he had.
Actual son.
Okay.
I mean, like, first of all, I'm a clout chaser. So obviously I'm going to date Jeffrey Epstein's sneaky son.
You're right though, but
And
like
who doesn't suck Joe Rogan's dick?
also like just because his father was a bad man doesn't mean he is. He could be a very good person.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to speak. I'm simply dating him for
Don't
clout, so it doesn't
speak.
matter. And he's
You're
dating me
Jeffrey
for
Epstein's
looks.
son.
Okay, my
Right.
good boy is this Instagram account we discovered before
Oh my
we
god,
came
I
on the pod.
forgot.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
The Instagram account, is called
This is so funny.
Woman Thought 2022.
Oh, did we follow it on? We will.
No, we haven't.
It's so good. We're gonna have to repost it often.
And the
It feels
bio,
like AI, but I don't know.
I know it really does. The bio says 90% of perfect women have no clue of this method and why men pull away. Heart, heart. Okay. And it has some really interesting tidbits, like 21 examples of microcheating.
Nice.
And 6 texts no man can resist.
Okay, wait. I want to know what microcheating is because I want to know if I do it. Do I do it when I
No.
when I make
Okay.
kissy faces at
secretly
at a
messaging
squirrel?
someone, meeting someone without your partner knowing, complaining about your partner to another person? Come on.
Uh-oh.
Sharing knowing looks behind your partner's back. Okay. What does
really
knowing
hard.
mean?
I'm very expressive with my face. That's scary.
Saying things like, if I weren't in a relationship.
Oh, yikes. Okay, if I were in a relationship, I'd totally eat McDonald's.
See,
4
that's
times a
the
week.
thing. Like, you can, so many
Is that
things.
microcheating?
Yeah, you're microcheating.
Carlos with Grimace?
And then there's 7 places he touches you, and what do they mean?
Oh, this is my favorite article.
Of course, number 1 is face. If he
If
wants
someone
to,
touched my fucking face.
if he wants to touch your face, it means that he wants to get close to you. You'd think that the face is not attractive to men and that they only look at boobs and butts, but no, there are some features of your face that intrigue men the minute they see it.
I'm going to repost this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's, of course, hair, legs, hands, back, shoulders, hips. And that's really it. Okay, but this is the one that you wanted me to read. Where was it?
I can't wait. It was like about boys.
Where did it go? My lovely. 18 quick tips to become the coolest boyfriend.
Okay, boys, listen up.
Number 1, baby is greater than babe.
Okay, so far so good.
Number 6, hugs are great, especially from behind.
Oh.
8, bring her little things just 'cause.
I like that.
Yeah, I love a little thing.
Just 'cause.
13, watch chick flicks with her. Okay, number 15, pick her up and spin her around.
After she's had yogurt.
Definitely. Surefire way to be the coolest boyfriend. Tell her she looks good and hype her up.
Oh, yeah, baby. That one is actually one, but yeah. Okay.
Send her long paragraphs when she's sad.
Do that. Do
No.
that a lot.
You
Do
mean-
that all the time, I
That's
think.
like 18 ways to become freaking make your girlfriend suicidal.
No, you're right. If you send me one paragraph, I will walk into traffic.
Paragraphs, like, come on.
No, I need to send. I think I'm kind of sorry. I'm itching myself like this.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
well,
only way I can. Wow, Fran is embarrassed. There is only one way I can text, and that's like 2 words per text.
I know you're a short texter. I'm not
so
necessarily
annoying.
a long texter.
No, you aren't either. But like, there's a certain je ne sais quoi when you send text where it's like, this is a sentence and I'm sending it, and this is a sentence.
Yeah.
But like, oh man, I send a lot of little sentences.
The thing is,
sometimes.
I'm more of a multiple texts, short sentences,
Definitely
than one long text.
Jesus Christ. If I
Just my
see a
vibe.
wall of text, I'm like, oh, I'm never texting this
I'm
person
like,
again.
this is deeply overwhelming.
I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Sorry, baby, I can't talk right now is greater than not responding.
I agree with that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately, I
you
mean,
don't even
don't
have to call me baby, but
Yeah,
you can
literally.
just say, be like, hey, bitch, can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
Do not call me baby. Don't allow someone to go back into your life just because you have history together. Honestly,
Oh.
they're right about that.
Okay. Smart. This
So this
AI
is my new
smart.
this is my new favorite Instagram account.
I really love it. I love
Forehead
this shit.
kiss means protection. It's respect.
Oh, no.
It says you're mine. Don't ever leave my side. It says I care about you and I don't want you to get hurt. It says I'll come between you and whatever tries to hurt you. It says love you and you're my baby.
Okay, you tell me what's worse, forehead kiss
Yep.
or lower back touch from a stranger?
From a stranger.
No. Lower back touch from a stranger or a forehead kiss from your spouse?
Forehead kiss from my spouse is way worse. Somehow more perverted because I'm like,
Okay, Dad.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely not.
Just a few things that feel better than sex.
Oh God.
Hugging, hand holding, watching
jobs.
TV together.
Wow.
Touching
Rimming.
touching noses.
No, it's not. Not with my nose. Do you want to be taken out by my nose? One swipe
Tickling.
of Julia's nose.
Handwritten notes, sharing food, brushing their hair.
He loves all these. Yep. Friend wants all these done to him. Brush his hair.
Beauty treatments.
No. Well, I want
Okay,
them
you
for
know
myself.
what? This last slide,
Not from him.
respecting boundaries and communicating.
Oh, okay. I like that one a little bit.
That's so much better.
That
than
one's
sex.
okay.
Just accepting and loving that person completely. Oh wait, there's another slide after that. Jeez Louise. Being emotionally vulnerable with each other.
Uh-oh. I don't like that at all. Don't tell me how to live. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Not even, what's this account called again?
Woman Thought 2022.
Best account on Instagram. I love it.
So we're definitely gonna. Ooh, you're my favorite account.
This is Diane's other account. This is when we're like, wait, why is she so busy? She's been knocking out posts for this.
This is really.
She's
wild.
been putting in like a bunch of Cosmo articles from 1994 in AI.
The thing is, like, I can't wait for you to see the graphic design.
Oh, boy.
Because it's so bad.
This really gets me. It really makes me laugh. Oh, man. Why does this make me laugh so hard? Because this looks like those actual, like, therapy accounts online where they're just like, guys, you are enough.
I know.
And you're just like, can you fuck off?
I mean, 21 examples of microcheating.
And, like,
my name is Diane.
All of my ex-girlfriends are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get along with me, it's because you're crazy. Most painful things a boy can hear, ... And then it's like trains. Maybe it's being hit by a train.
Male fact.
Male fact. 1, no, he's just a friend. Oh, no. That's why no one like you.
Huh.
Uh-oh, don't tell
You
him.
don't say.
6 text no man can resist. It's cute when you make that face. I notice every little thing you do for me. Thank you, babe.
I mean...
Did you know you're super hot? I miss your arms around me so much. And come over? The last part is just
like,
a fuck.
They're
but
like,
fine.
booty call?
I'm
No man
getting
can resist.
turned on just thinking of
Ew,
you. Winky
God.
face. Also,
thing
these
is-
faces are from like the original word.
I
like
know. The thing is, they
emoji
probably
thing.
would fucking lose their mind over shit like that. They're so basic.
They are. Men are so basic.
All right, well, let's move on to TV talk.
My ex is somewhere telling his new girlfriend how bad I was, and she's smiling, thinking she made it in life. What is this shit?
I don't know.
This shit is so good. I love it.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, it's so funny.
it's perfect.
I wish I wrote this. Honestly, I wish I got paid $40 an hour making that shit.
I mean, you could pay me 15 and I would do it.
You could, yeah. I could pay you.
I would do it for the love of the
Give
game.
me a free lunch a day. I'll just do it.
Okay. TV talk.
We're here.
TV talk.
Zoe has not watched a lick of
I'm
Gypsy.
sorry. I need
Insanity.
to watch a full slobber of Gypsy, and we'll talk about it.
She's concerned about it. We'll talk about it.
I did watch 6 episodes of fucking Natalia Grace, though.
Oh yeah, I did not. I watched.
You
at
didn't finish
least
it?
4 or 5. No, I didn't. I still have the last one. I always do
Oh.
this. I'll leave the last one because I'm like, it's gonna be over.
Hey, here's the thing.
Worth
There's
it?
going to be more.
Oh fuck.
They leave it on how do you leave a 12-episode docuseries on a fucking cliffhanger?
It's 12 episodes. Oh, because it's the second part.
Second part.
Okay,
Spoiler alert, the family that ends up adopting her, the Mans,
great.
they're bad.
I fucking knew it though.
Yeah.
You can just tell.
You can just tell there's
You just
something up with
fucking tell.
people who are like addicted to adopting children and
Also,
also
they're
want to fuck
Christian.
Jesus. Exactly. But yeah, there are multiple theories about what's going on, but it seems like
Also,
possibly
his last name is Mans.
yeah,
There's no way it's real.
it seems like possibly they've been stealing her disability money,
No.
which would make sense because why, if she had her age legally changed back to being a child, she wouldn't be getting disability.
Oh my god. So they swooped in.
Yeah.
Sicko.
Yeah. And then in the final episode, they legally adopt her. So the working theory on the internet.
Maybe I did make it because I did hear the mom say something like, "Oh, I'm your mom now," or
Oh.
something like, you know.
But then the end
Not
of the
impressed with the
episode,
mom.
the end of the final episode, there's like a call from the father. Not crazy ass Michael, but the father, Mr. Mans.
Okay.
That's like, Natalia's crazy. She's losing her mind. She's being violent against us. And it's like, so she was fine for 10 years. You legally adopt her, and now all of a sudden she's a psycho? How did this happen?
What is with abusers and like literally only wanting to abuse people? You know what I mean?
I just feel so bad for her. I hope that like,
It is so weird that like, I hate saying this, but it's like there is a type that people find, and like even though she is in plain sight right now,
yeah,
and she's been in plain sight, they still thought it would be a good idea to scam her.
I know.
Unbelievable. After she's
so
been
it's like,
scammed.
So what the working theory is on the internet, at least, is that she was legally adopted by this family, probably because she wants to sue the Barnetts, who were the ones who had... Do we need to describe what happened with Natalia Grace, or can we just assume everybody knows?
If you don't know, please listen to the last episode.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, Natalia Grace was a girl who was adopted from Romania. She has... Romania?
No, she's either Russian or Ukrainian.
Ukraine. And she has like a physical disability. She's a little person, but she also has like other muscular limitations that make it difficult for her to walk. And basically she was adopted by a family in the US, and then they didn't want her, so she was adopted by another family in the US. And they, even though she was very, very clearly like an 8-year-old girl, they had her age legally changed to 22 and basically like made her live out on her own. And it's just a really horrible, sad situation. And there's a 12-episode docuseries about it. And she basically got out of that family and then was brought into this other Christian fucking family. And now it seems like they were also being dicks.
So am I right in thinking that okay, so this Christian family, they're Christian, they wanted to steal their disability checks. And possibly whatever money she got from suing this last family.
Right. But I don't think she sued them yet.
Didn't sue them yet. But
yes.
Who adopted her basically under the guise that, I mean, and what I'm understanding the real reason they adopted her essentially was because the mother was some kind of like clout chasing.
Yes. The mom wanted to be like, I'm the best person in the world. I adopted a disabled girl.
And then she was in over her head, not realizing that this girl would have actual issues she'd have to attend to.
Right. And that I don't think she knew the financial implications of like all of the things that Natalia required in order to live a quote unquote normal life.
And then tried to convince her that she was, on top of like abusing her and doing weird
I mean, physical abuse up the wazoo as well.
Convinced her she was older than she was.
Yeah.
Which is like a reverse Gypsy Rose.
A reverse Gypsy Rose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
I know.
Interesting. Wow. So many fucking, and I really like it. And, girls especially.
Yeah.
God.
Susceptible. So I'm ready for part 3, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I can't wait for all of it.
Unfortunately, bring it on.
You just knew there was something weird about these parents either.
You did.
I mean,
they were the way they were like so present in the interviews too. It's like they're always like right off camera, it seems, and like sort of controlling the narrative in a way. And it makes like, but we all wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt because we want her to be happy.
A sizable sailboat has run aground near Playa del Rey walking path. What the fuck?
Interesting.
They didn't seem as controlling until this doc. I mean, I think everybody just thought, "Oh wow, look
we
at
just
these
wanted
Christian
to believe.
saviors." Yeah, but they're just as bad as anyone else, I guess.
Yeah. So I think when she was legally adopted, and I think from my understanding, she was like starting the process of getting her age legally changed, and that's when she sort of realized that they were stealing her disability.
Well, I hope now that she's an adult, she can sue the shit out of everyone who's wronged her.
Yeah.
She doesn't owe anyone shit.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll have some kind of reconciliation with her real mom. I don't know if her real
it doesn't
mom
seem
really
like
even
she's
wants that.
too interested, but there is like that family in the documentary who have the same disability that she has that wanted to adopt her.
Right.
And it does seem like they're still in contact. So hopefully she can.
I just want to find someone that like actually would like
cares
her.
about
Yeah.
her and
You know
like
what I mean?
it really like genuinely is looking out for her best interest
TV
would
talk.
be nice. Oh,
Wow.
TV
Sorry.
talk indeed.
TV talk though.
Anyway, any
It's
other
so
TV
sad.
talks?
Just Gypsy Rose, you'll see. I mean, it's like a lot of stuff that you already knew, but a lot of stuff you're just like, oh, I did not know any of this shit.
Yeah. Does she talk about her husband's dick?
Not yet. I
Okay,
haven't heard
well.
about his dick yet, but do you want to talk about how you're concerned about her?
I'm deeply concerned
She
about
is
Gypsy
concerned
Rose.
about Gypsy Rose.
I
and her
just feel like the
online presence.
skyrocket to fame is happening really, really quickly. And she has a lot of trauma in her life, as we all know. She was just in jail for a long time. And now she's coming out to this freaking media circus whirlwind where everyone's sort of obsessed with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's going to reach a breaking point where you know, she's not going to say everything and do everything perfectly.
I really think she's just going to hit like 90 Day Fiance level of fame where it's like MLM max. Like, I think she's just going to hit a point where she's like, okay, well, now I'm out.
I hope so.
Here's something I want to spoil for you.
Okay.
Can I spoil it?
Yeah.
She said one of the happiest moments in her life in the documentary was literally being in prison because
she was away from her mom.
Yeah. And she was like able to go make friends by herself.
Oh.
Isn't that fucking fucked up?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, in a controlled environment, but she actually felt like she was by herself.
I'm happy that she's out of jail, and like I'm also really happy that like people are being supportive and kind to her.
Definitely.
But going from
people you don't
that
trust
to being like so from being like such a public figure and like posting on TikTok, posting on Instagram, and all of this stuff.
I really do think that's part of like contractually what she has to do for Lifetime. I really feel like she has to do a lot of promotion for Lifetime. I think it'll level out. I really do. Okay. I hope it does.
Go to the woods and hibernate and get dicked down by your husband for like 6 months after this.
You deserve to get dicked down, you know, in privacy.
Gypsy, just like please go get dicked down, but like not in public. Do not get dicked down in public.
No, I don't think it's in her future. I think she's more like MLM, maybe get a normal, like maybe she'll do like something on Etsy. Like I don't think she'll do like a normal job. Like what can you do after that?
Yeah, I don't know. She could be like a motivational speaker type.
She could be a motivational speaker, yeah.
Yeah.
She's just not going to have an office job.
No.
You know, Gypsy Rose is
she's not about to
do
a 9 to 5.
Certainly not.
All right. Well, email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block, your good boys, any sort of lingering Gypsy Rose beliefs.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the Jeffrey Epstein docs? Let Diane know. She's deeply curious. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast.
She was not on that plane.
No, she was not.
None of her ex-husbands were either, thank God.
No, thank God. For TZ2s and, you know, whatever else may be coming down the pipe. And
we love your guesses. And Diane loves when you comment on her photos. Oh, my fucking
Diane's
God.
obsessed with comments. And then shop.badboypod.com. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Pop us with that rating, and we'll pop you with that personalized note from Diane.
Oh yeah, she loves it. She
and
loves to work
more than
with
anything else.
More than anything else.
Avoid Boeings.
Oh, avoid Boeings and peace on earth. Anything.
Oh, peace on earth. Yeah.
Is it Boeings? Is it just the Maxes?
I think it's just that one Maxinista.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely don't Maxinista.
No, not on Diane's watch at least.
Certainly not. Try it or don't try it. You know what? Take a train.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.